A cold wind swept across the small village of Darun, where a boy named Ibrahim lived with dreams far bigger than the mountains surrounding his home. He was the son of a poor woodcutter, and people often reminded him of his limits. But in Ibrahim's heart, there was a quiet fire of belief that life could be greater, deeper, and more meaningful. He wasn't sure how, but he knew one thing. He would climb the highest mountain within himself before he climbed anything outside. Every morning before sunrise, he helped his father gather wood. Every night, he studied under the dim light of a cracked lantern. His classmates mocked him for being slow, for wearing torn shoes, for dreaming bigger than someone like him deserved. But Ibrahim never answered hate with hate. He only whispered to himself, "One day, I will show them what persistence looks like." Months turned into years. The obstacles grew heavier. His father fell ill, bills stacked up, and Ibrahim had to work twice as hard. Sometimes he felt his dreams slipping away like water through his fingers. There were nights he cried silently, wondering why the road was so cruel. One winter morning, while cutting wood in the forest, Ibrahim met an old traveler. The man watched him work, then smiled and said, "Your back carries weight, but your eyes carry hope. Remember, mountains don't grow smaller, you grow stronger." These words struck Ibrahim deeply. For the first time, someone saw his strength, not his struggle. Fueled by this spark, Ibrahim made a decision. He would climb the hardest mountain in the region, Mount Zalif, a symbol of impossible dreams. Everyone laughed when he shared his plan. They sneered. "You can't even afford proper boots." But Ibrahim wasn't climbing to impress them. He was climbing to meet the version of himself he had always dreamed of becoming. He borrowed boots, stitched with patches. He carried dry bread and a bottle of water. He took nothing extra, only a heart full of determination. The climb was brutal. The path was steep, the cold merciless. Several times he slipped, scraping his hands and knees. His breath grew heavy, his legs trembled, but he whispered, "Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever." Halfway up, a violent snowstorm hit. Ibrahim hid behind a rock, shivering, but refused to turn back. When the storm passed, he rose again, step by slow step, breath by painful breath. Hours later, as the sun began to set behind crimson clouds, Ibrahim reached the top. His eyes filled with tears, not because of victory, but because of what he had endured to reach it. Up there, he realized something powerful. The real mountain had never been Mount Zalif. It was the mountain of doubt, fear, poverty, and pain inside him. And he had conquered it. When he returned to the village, no one laughed anymore. His journey inspired others, children who were afraid to dream, adults who felt too old to try, and families who had forgotten hope. Ibrahim didn't become rich instantly, nor did he seek fame. But he found something far more valuable: the strength to rise again and again, no matter how heavy life becomes. Years later, standing before a group of young students, Ibrahim told them, "Your background isn't your limit. Your challenges aren't your chains. If your heart refuses to quit, your destiny cannot deny you." And so, the boy who once climbed a mountain to find himself became a light for countless others. proving that greatness isn't born from comfort, it's born from core.